What if I told you powdered milk might be better than milk in your fridge? Yeah, I know, sounds illegal. But today we're putting it to the test. Cheap powdered milk, mid-tier powdered milk, and fancied powdered milk. Let's see if they're actually worth it. By the way, you're new here, I'm MJ, your refrigerator eliminator. I make pantry meals that actually work in real life. Because I was done stressing about meals, so I built a pantry system that feeds my family and works even when the power goes out. And yes, that includes milk. All right, here's our lineup. Great value, Walmart whole milk, the budget king. Micro ingredients, whole milk powder, middle ground, and Jude's, the fancy one, whole milk powder. So we're comparing taste, ingredients, and price. So let's start with the ingredients. We'll start with the great value Walmart. For this whole milk powder, it is dry whole milk, vitamin A, palmitate, and vitamin D3. So seems like normal, not too crazy. Micro ingredients. Micro ingredients, whole milk powder. That's it. That seems legit. And the Jude's fancy whole milk powder, only ingredients. Both of these are non-GMO, hormone-free, and it doesn't mention anything about that on our budget button. Now, let's stir up some powder. And then we're gonna let them sit for about 10 minutes to give it all a fair test. All right, so these have all been sitting here for about 10 minutes. They are looking very milky. There is no powder left. They look like milk. All of them do. They all have about the same creaminess, the whiteness. They all look about the same. So now we taste test. Okay, we're gonna start with the great value. Okay, this one's not bad per se. If you plug your nose, I know that sounds weird, you can smell the powdered, but the taste itself is actually not half bad, but it's not super good either. It would work in a pinch, but it's all right. It kind of tastes like cheap baby formula maybe. Okay, moving on. We're gonna try the micro ingredients. Try to cleanse my palate here. Okay, the micro ingredients. Okay, that one is substantially better than the great value. It doesn't have that weird baby formula-ish weird smell. It kind of smelled when I was making it, but it doesn't have that smell at all. This is actually really nice and really creamy. And it actually tastes like real milk, like coming down, it tastes like milk. And it kind of has that, you know, when milk goes down your throat, kind of gives a nice milk coat. This one didn't have that. That one was kind of powdery and weird. This one is actually good. Okay, this one, okay, I like this one. Now we're gonna try the Jude's, the fanciest, the most expensive. Cleanse the palate. Okay, this one is delicious. This one has zero powdered milk vibes at all. Yes, it's clean. It doesn't, the powder like completely dissolved, has no smell. You could fool this for real milk, for reals. That's delicious. That is creamy. This is top tier. However, this micro ingredient one, almost there. This is like 90% as delicious as this. So it has that slight, you can still have the essence of the powder, but you can't really tell. But overall, this is 90%. This one almost tastes exactly like real milk. And then this one, now that I have to go back to this one, yeah, that one's not great. That one's actually, I mean, if I was starving, would I drink it? 100% yes. But if I had a choice, if price wasn't an option, I would go with this. This legit tastes like real milk. You just poured right out of the carton. This one is so close, the micro ingredients. This could easily pass for real milk. This micro ingredient one is so delicious. But for taste, this Jude's powdered milk, Legit, this tastes like real milk and I'm a milk snob. So for taste, they're pretty much just ranked. You get what you pay for. Okay, now let's talk price because money does matter. It definitely adds to the equation. Great value, cheapest by far at 35 cents an ounce. Micro ingredients mid-range, a little bit more expensive at about 50 cents an ounce. However, the Jude's, the one that tasted like real milk, is the most expensive by far, almost triple the price of this at $1.45 an ounce. So you definitely get what you pay for with this. It is 3 times more than this. But here's the real question. What actually makes sense for real life? Because all of these can sit in your pantry and last forever. You don't need a fridge, and when you need milk, bam, you've got it. No spoilage, no last minute grocery runs, no stress. You can make macaroni, chocolate milk, fettuccine, anything that calls for milk. This is why pantry systems are elite. Okay, so final verdict. Here's the deal. If you want cheapest survival, you're on a tight budget, great value, it works. Micro ingredient whole milk powder, honestly, I think is the best value. At about 90% of the taste as the Jude's and a third of the price, this one was top tier. And I have 4 kids I gotta feed. So at triple the price, the Jude's delicious. If you have a budget that lasts forever, this is top tier. If you want to stock milk and your kids love milk and you have all the money, the Jude's is the way to go. As for me and my pantry, I'll be stocking this micro ingredients powder milk. It is delicious. It is still quite budget friendly, only 15 cents more than the great value, and overall, so delicious. So if you're still stressing about food every day, stop. I turned my dinner stress into a pantry system that feeds my family in minutes and works even when the power goes out. So go to loadedpotato.org for all my pantry-only recipes and follow me for more real-life food chests because we refuse to live in dinner jail anymore. The pantry is gonna set you free. Till next time.